Unexplainable. This one was really interesting and just fun to watch. I just enjoyed taking this journey with this small cast, starting, from where we see the original older fellow on the boat and into the apartment building, and then what happens when the younger fellow shows up and the leg crack at the end. I don't know. I had a lot of great questions to have for something that probably doesn't really have or even need answers. So I enjoyed watching it, and I think you will
Yeah,
too.
this one's really cool. The beginning I think is my favorite with the old man character. It's just shot so well. It feels like it's like a Wes Anderson, movie with just like the colors and the tracking shots, and it was so dynamic. And I love like the time of the year and like the setting. Yeah, like it was just a very complete, like beautiful to watch sequence there. And then like the transformation was like very interesting. I feel like it had like a fun reveal. It's everything that like a music video should be. And yeah, I really dug it. I feel like it matched the music as well. It's fun that people get to be so creative with these, and tell like a story, but still like leave like a bunch of like boxes unchecked, like in a good way. And so really dug it. Great job.
I thought visually this was so beautiful and so enjoyable for me to watch. The like great wide shots in the very beginning really showcased like the nature and the area of it, but also in doing that it showcased how out of place he was. And then as you like move throughout the movie, I thought that the transition was done so well. Like when you get into the apartment and everything else, the transition was done so well with like the shoes, heels, and just everything. And she was making such interesting shapes, and with the music and the shapes that she was making, it was kind of like an ethereal, like mysterious feel to it for me. And when you add in like the transition and everything else that was really building to it, I really liked all of that.
I just love the sound design in this piece. I also thought the visual effects were great, in particular the high heel and how that kind of transformed. At first I was like, what is that? But then it was just so beautifully done, and the transition was just flawless in my opinion, so I really thought that was pretty neat. I like the cuts. I thought that there were some creative ones in there, like for example at 22 seconds towards the beginning of the piece, the cut between the foot and then the man in the boat. I just thought that that was pretty seamless, and so really like seeing those little Easter eggs throughout the piece. So overall, just really good job, and I think that this was a unique piece with a storyline that I haven't really seen done before, so good job.
Super intriguing subject, very interesting character, and there's just this gorgeous movement. I loved how it was paired with the sun blowing shots, and it painted just like this magical, mystical sort of curiosity around it. The transformation was very cool. Did not see that coming whatsoever, which makes it so much more satisfying. And the very inventive kind of topsy-turvy angles balanced that transformation really well. And the whole portion writhing on the floor was just mesmerizing. And funny little finish too. Super satisfying, but very odd in the best possible way.
It was delightfully odd. It was cool to watch. I think it was supposed to be Peter, because he was walking on water, change into a woman who also happens to be quite the contortionist. I actually couldn't tell who was the devil, but I'm guessing because she opened the door, she's the devil. And in the ending, she was really meant to look like temptation, but then again, tempting things can also be the worst things for you.
This was so not what I was expecting at all. He turned into a woman, and I loved the slow transition of him becoming the woman. It kept me really engaged the entire time. And then after the knock on the door, she starts to panic and starts to like contort back into her regular body in time for this man to come in. And the last crack of the knee was just, ooh, it was a lot. props to the performer. She was absolutely incredible. It was so fascinating to watch. And I really wish I knew what that quote at the end said.
This one was quite disturbing, and this like the effects, the special effects to get those impossible and extraordinary movements of their body, which might not be naturally attained. That's the disturbing part, but it was like incredibly original. I really loved the pairing of the music with the background story. It was a very great film.